Suppose we have a right triangle and we know two sides, and there's one side we don't know. To solve this, you can use something called the Pythagorean theorem, which basically says leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. The two legs are the sides that touch the 90-degree angle. Plugging in the numbers here and doing the math and isolating x squared makes it easy to see that x would have to be 7. After all, if a number squared is 49, then that number must be 7. So sometimes it works out to be a whole number, and it's pretty easy like this. Let's look at this example. If I plug in the 8 and the 15 for the legs, do the math, add up the numbers, I now know that some number squared is 289. So wouldn't that number have to be radical 289? And it does. And you can check on the calculator, radical 289 is actually 17. So we now found the missing side here. Here's another example. If we plug in 6 for the hypotenuse and 2 for the leg, do the math, subtract 4 to isolate the x squared, we now find out that x is not a whole number. But that's okay. Radical answers are very common in the Pythagorean theorem. Remember, you can simplify that radical by expressing it as 16 times 2 and ultimately get a simplified version of that. Final example. Plugging in the hypotenuse and the leg, as we know, we can solve for x. Squaring everything and doing the math gives us 135 for the first term. You may want to hit pause at this point and square 3 radical 15 just to see that you do get 135. Now subtracting 135 tells us what x would have to be. Thank you for watching.